So, we're doing something different for Rolling Outlaw games. We are here on the set of Meeple Empire.
See, you can do it so well. I'm gonna replace the other guy.
I do speak for a living.
Yeah, see?
We're gonna shoot the shit, and then another time we'll shoot some dice. Makes us sound like we're gamblers.
I kind of am.
It does. It actually does like trigger the same
Yeah.
like thing in your brain. Is that why you like the dice chuckers?
I love because like
it?
I won't waste money on craps, but like give me some dice that I can throw and it gives me the same feeling.
So you'd probably like make $100 bet on like King of Tokyo.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Gambling King of Tokyo.
high stakes King of Tokyo.
Yeah. I like this idea.
Could probably do it with Gang Rush.
Never played it.
No,
is that the one with the bridge?
That's the really overproduced whatever.
Yeah.
But it's actually all about like crossing the bridge with as much money as you can.
Oh yeah.
You could just make it like $1 per $100.
Yeah. See, this is a way to make game nights interesting.
Because you're already bored with our game nights.
Well, it depends on who's there.
You just shot yourself in the foot.
I didn't. Look, it's not my fault your wife tries to kill us in like the second turn when she's not even the traitor.
Yep. Yeah. oh my god, yeah, that was a nightmare. Oh, so you might as well say about that. We got Palmer to try Battlestar Galactica.
Yes, great game. Very thematic. And I love any game where there's a hidden traitor because I love accusing everybody but me as the traitor. Like, I'm pretty sure I accused your cats at some point.
They are traitors.
They are.
They're assholes. But what more definitive traitor than you're a Cylon? No, you're a Cylon.
Yeah. No. And the fact that there's a second turn of Cylon cards.
You know, a lot of people didn't like that, and that's one of the main reasons why Dark Moon got made.
Really?
Yeah, because people could not stand the fact that they'd play and waste half the game trying to help, and then all of a sudden have to make everybody lose.
So that's why Dark Moon got made? I thought
No, it's
Dark
because of the dice too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought I want to play Dark Moon now because I've played Battlestar Galactica, and I see the arguments against it. Like, it's a very thematic game. It's very
Battlestar or Dark
Battlestar. Like, it's a very thematic game. I think all the mechanics work well.
And it's way simpler than you may think it is.
It is.
If you're interested in it, go get it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's really simple. It's
It
not
is.
difficult.
Well, it's just
not complicated.
It's just the fact that, like, depending upon the card flip for the crisis is dependent upon whether or not you can go forward in the game.
Right. But that's
So-
the point of the game, is to last until you get those cards.
Yes, but the time frame is longer, whereas Dark Moon they cut out some of it to make the game a little bit more streamlined. Like, that's my biggest complaint, is the fact that I'm not saying like every card had to have the ability to jump, but maybe a few more.
Gotcha. Well, or maybe like if you get like 2 in a row that doesn't have it, you at least will.
Yeah.
We could house rule that.
I mean, there's some
How does
fixes
Dark
to
Moon
that.
work?
Dark Moon is all dice,
Right,
and
but
it's
as far as like the progression.
I think it's just a turn progression. Like, you have to survive so
certain
many
number of
turns. Yeah. There's a playthrough that I want to rewatch now that I have a little bit more insight into Battlestar, so I can kind of compare and contrast. But that would be a game that I would really like. I know they're coming out with an expansion for it.
Did they have one?
No, they're coming out with their first expansion, or it's
Jeez.
already out. It might have come out over the summer.
That's an older game. That's not a new game by any means.
Well,
Neither is Battlestar, clearly, because it was actually made when the friggin' show was still on. So.
yeah, from my understanding, the Dark Moon started out as a game called Battlestar Galactica Express, and then Stronghold kind of took it and marketed it. So I believe this game was kind of available maybe on the internet, like, here's a way to play this game, and streamline it a little bit more, and then they kind of all filtered it into Dark Moon and put it out.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but no, it's a very fun game. If you have the time to play it, absolutely. Because, I mean, we thought we were going to be dead within an hour. And that game still lasted like another 2 hours after that. So it does a good ebbing and flowing of no matter how bad it kind of looks and no matter how good it kind of looks at the beginning, this game does find a way to lengthen itself out.
It's management.
Yeah.
Mitigation. Like, even when you're, like, screwed, you're like, okay, 2 more food and we're gone.
Yeah.
Then you just do everything in your power to focus on not losing food.
Yeah.
Or when you get that rare card that gives you food.
I do wish that there was a little bit more of those.
I do too.
Like, just some way so you can regain stuff rather than always losing
I feel
it.
like that might be in the expansions, though.
It could be, because we weren't able,
3 expansions.
Yeah, there's 3 expansions. They're all out of stock. My understanding, Battlestar is even going out of print. So if you want to pick it up now while it's manageable. I mean, but knowing Fantasy Flight, they could reskin it and add all the expansions in and just charge more money for it, like $100. Like I think $100 for a reskinning of the game.
The IP.
I believe that's why it's going out of print. I believe it is a costly IP. But the question becomes, like, I don't know the exact rules. Like, can they just take all those game mechanics and reskin it, and it's no longer a Battlestar Galactica property? Like, I would imagine that you can.
Yeah.
Like, I would imagine
Because whoever
they
designed
have
the
the
game
mechanics.
still works for Fantasy
Right.
Flight, at least.
So, I mean, I could see this becoming an Arkham Horror skin.
That'd be kind of cool.
Because let's face facts. There's 2 things Fantasy Flight's known for really well, and that's Star Wars and Arkham Horror.
Ooh.
Because I don't know. Oh, you could probably reskin this as
Ooh.
Star Wars, couldn't you?
Well,
As a Rogue One, maybe? Like, was there... Like, I haven't seen Rogue One, so I don't know if there was a traitor element in Rogue One.
no! Oh my god! Fucking Fantasy Flight, if you're out there, call me, give me credit for this one. The entire fucking game
Yeah.
could be Escape from Hoth. When everybody gets on that transport and they're trying to leave
Yeah.
while the AT-ATs
While
and
the-
walkers...
while
and
the
all-
Empire is
Oh
coming in.
my god!
Yeah, but I don't know how you would... I mean... You can add in... You can still have the element of the traitor just thematically, like, where it wasn't done in the movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Whereas the thematic thing of the hidden traitor in this works because people didn't know they were Cylons.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that worked. Wow, that would actually just in and of itself would be an awesome.
You know what also works
game.
for Escape from Hoth? Castle Panic.
Kinda. If you turn it into a tower defense.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of like the actual transport because what they were doing was
Yeah.
they were keeping people off the base
Yeah.
so the transport could get away.
Well, I mean, they did not a Walking Dead, but they did a zombie version of Castle
Dead
Panic.
Panic.
Dead Panic.
That
which
looks
was
cool.
like the reverse.
I like that.
Like you were trying to get out.
Yep.
So I mean, they do have that element. But yeah,
I
I would really like to see this game reskinned because I want to see it.
That'd be cool.
I want to keep it in print, and I would love for them to reskin it if it meant they added in the expansions that were already out.
Yeah,
I would love to see how
but
that works.
It doesn't get any better than you're a Cylon. No, you're a Cylon.
Yeah.
Because you put that with the show and it's just there.
It just works. Yeah.
All right. So what else?
We played Fury of Dracula that we
Fury of
talked about on
Dracula.
Meeple Empire. That was good. I had a few problems with the fighting mechanics.
Which I hear you for that one, and I think maybe a house rule of maybe like a London Dread die, where 2 of the sides are.
Yeah.
Because the whole point and James Jr. Which one do you prefer?
Dipshit.
Okay.
No. I was trying to be fucking quiet. Okay? I was trying not to add fuck to your show, but now you made me do it.
I already did it. I got all excited about the Escape from Hoth. But he touched upon this, and we played that game like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
We never, ever was able to organize a dual strike on Dracula.
Yeah.
It was always the one person taking on Dracula. So when we organized that dual strike 2, maybe even 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and whose fucking fault was that? Who
The,
had your
the,
number,
the
bitch?
stupid
The
OP
guy that
card
kept,
that lets
like-
you go like half the board every turn.
Yeah, that's true too. You held on to that card for
Like,
entirely too long.
like there's There's
that
got to
was
be
good,
some
though.
errata on that card that I need to look up.
Maybe.
Have you cause we played, there was a 3rd edition. Have you played either of the other previous editions of Freddy or Dracula?
I was actually like this close to
Mm-hmm.
buying the 1st edition of the game for like $400.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the game is just genius.
Yeah.
And same thing with I'll get back to that in a second.
If I remember correctly, one of the things that they changed in the 3rd edition was the fighting mechanics. So I would really like to know. I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to do some research then, is to find out what the original fighting mechanics were, to see whether or not those changes were good or not. But
I like the fighting though.
I like the fighting, except when it was all on one, like multiple on ones.
I just want you to understand how rare that really is.
I mean,
You got boned.
yeah,
That's not how it usually goes.
yeah.
And I'm just gonna say, I am proud to have been the one who initiated
Who
the
died?
boning.
You died.
Yeah, well, you kept like running out there with your penis hanging out, and eventually he cut it off.
Yeah.
So, I'm attacking you again. Oh shit! I still have no items.
I would also love to see an expansion to Fury of Dracula, where there's the chance, because you have the Dracula deck, or you have the you have that one deck that has Dracula and Hunter cards.
The event cards.
Yep, the event cards in there. I would like an event card for Dracula, because like Dracula can't draw those cards. The only way I can get those cards is at night. Because you draw from the bottom, right? Because you draw from the bottom of the deck. I want one of those cards that turns Mina into a traitor.
Well, Mina kind of is. I see what you're saying though, and I've always wanted something like that. I think it would be cool if maybe they added more players or more something and added the traitor aspect with it.
Yeah.
But I don't see why that can't be a whole nother game, frankly. Where a vampire traitor that was bitten,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah, already exists.
Yeah.
Like there was an old school werewolf game that was like that.
Was it?
Like before, like werewolf became ridiculous, stupid
hate those
party
games.
games.
I'm sorry, like, I've played Resistance, and I've had an okay time, but I have just found, like...
It's not worth it.
You know what it is? I just don't like...
Don't say you don't like party games, because I got 2 party games that'll change your mind.
Well, here's the thing, is I don't like lots of people. Like, for one, like, I very rarely like anybody. But I also don't like being around in large groups, and those games work best in large groups.
Yeah.
And it just comes, like, and I've seen them played to the point where I would, like, I don't know how someone doesn't, like, take out an axe and murder somebody. But, so I don't like Werewolf, and I don't like Resistance is fun, but I would not play it if I had the choice. Yeah. I would like to play anything else.
Well, the 2 party games that we do have to get you to try then.
Please tell me not one of them's Happy Salmon.
No, I've never heard of it.
Okay.
Deception, which actually just
Murder in
released.
Hong Kong?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Secret Hitler, which you said you never heard of until you saw my shelf.
Yes, I've never heard of Secret Hitler. I've seen Deception in Hong Kong before, and I think it does Resistance better.
Way better.
Because you're not necessarily accusing people blindly, exactly.
Yep.
I mean, there's also there's Spyfall.
I haven't gotten too much.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge party game person, but that brings me back to what I was going to say with you guys is I think we're good enough and kind of mesh good enough now. Anytime that we game, I'll just stream it.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So.
Because last week, like, I went over like 2 or 3 times, and you streamed once.
Yeah.
But
normal Monday stream, which we'll be doing again tomorrow.
I won't be there, unfortunately. My Monday routine changes this week.
Okay.
But any other time during the week, I'm usually free except Thursday night.
Okay. Well, we'll be doing one Wednesday, and we're going to wrap up before everything dies. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome, man. Keep it rolling.